Hello everyone. Today in this video we're gonna do a practice together, means you can practice with me. And today's topic is eyes. And you will be surprised if I told you that it's just a two-step process. So let's start the video with the tips or 4 tips that helps me to draw better eye. The tip number 1 is like understanding the shapes and the planes of the eye. Tip number 2, always drawing in a shapes and angles, means I will never draw the eye like this. I draw sometime, but if I'm trying to draw like accurate eye, never I draw like this. I always draw in a shapes and in angles like this. Tip number 3, drawing simultaneously, means if I draw the left eyebrow, I will also draw the right eyebrow. If I will draw the upper lid of right eye, I will also draw the upper lid of like left eye, or vice versa. And the last tip, that is like drawing from big to small, means like starting with the big shapes and moving towards like smaller shapes like this. So let's start the practice. And normally when I do a practice, I set a time, and I think for this reference a 5-minute will be a great time. So let's start a 5-minute. So means we will now spend just a 5 minutes in each reference. So let's start the practice. Let me select a new layer and let's get started. So first thing, I told you as earlier in my tip section that I always draw from big to small. So I'll start, let me lower the size of the pencil, start with the big shapes, and by looking at the reference, now I will also name the reference. This is the big shape of the eye, and also let me draw the angle of the eye a little bit, like eyebrow, which will help me to like get planes. Now this is the like shapes and the planes of the eye. Now if I draw more like deeply here, these are the planes. Now after drawing the shapes and the planes, I will now add the details in a new layer. So now I will look at my reference and try to get the shape of the eye, and while looking at the reference I am seeing this sort of shape. And if you see here, I am drawing simultaneously. If I am drawing the right side, also I am drawing at the same time also in the left side. See, like this. Now I will draw the iris. Now I will draw the lower lid. See, I'm drawing in a shape and with the help of angles. Now I will draw the, see, I'm using angles a lot. Okay, now I will draw the pupil, and this is like a whole iris, but due to the muscle we can't see the upper part, so that's why. And now let's draw the shape of the eyebrow, like okay. Let me do a little bit of darker lines to show the shape more prominent, to make the shape more prominent. And that's all. And if I'm like, and to draw the like eyebrow, I will just use the shapes like triangles. That's it. And same thing I will do here too. And now we completed our first practice. See here, I have just used a 2-step process. The first, I draw the big shapes and the planes. Then I added the details. See, it's just a 2-step process. And now I think now we can move on. And still we have a time in our timer. How much time has left? It's like almost a 1 minute. Earlier we finished our practice, and that's great. Now we can move on our second practice, and that is a 3/4 view. So again, let me select a new layer, and as I told you, I will first draw the shapes and the planes, And now by looking at the reference, the shape of the eye is like this. And also let me select a new timer. Do pause and start a new timer. Okay, now I've started a second timer also. Oh yeah, so here is our shape of the eye, and I will divide the nose area, and I will also draw. And if you look here, the left side of the eye is little bit smaller, or you can say like equal, but if I see here, this is like circle, and now if I take this circle and try to see, it doesn't match here because of perspective. Because of perspective, here the circle will be a little bit smaller. That's the tricky part here. Because of perspective, this rule apply. So you have to keep in mind, whenever like the eyes are like, or face are in like in angles like the 3/4 view or a little bit of like profile view, because of perspective, the shapes of the all the features changes a little bit. So that's why we are seeing the left side of this reference a little bit smaller. Okay, now I think I do not have much time to draw, so let's focus on drawing. So I have done the like the shape of the eye. Now let me draw the little bit ankles of the eyebrow, so to make the process more easy and faster. So yeah, now I've drawn the shapes and the planes. Now let's move on to adding the details part. Now I will lower the opacity of this layer, so my detail will be more clear. Now by looking at the reference, I'm seeing the shape of the eye like this, and here I'm seeing not like kind of angle, but kind of like a round shapes like this one. Now I will draw the iris, or you can say the ball of the eye, the smaller ball of the eye. And also I'm like very like looking for this distance, like the relation, it's like 60/40, so I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that relations also. So now, and then I will adding the lower lid, and always I'm drawing simultaneously. So now I will draw the shape of the eyebrow. See, it's very simple. Now, and also I will add some of the like eyelashes. I feel a little bit struggle, but what I can do is like in digital stuff, I can just like I can go with like that. I can go like that, yeah. Just like benefit, I can like just increase the size of the brush and then create like thick like kind of eyelashes. Or if I'm saying, I can just like, yeah. Now let's draw the pupil. Now yeah, that's it. Now I think we have done the detail part also. So yeah, that's how. Now I think we're gonna still, I think we have a time remained in our timer, and it's okay if we're not able to complete a drawing with this amount of speed. It's okay. We all have like a different kind. When I just started, it took a lot of time for me also. So feel free to experiment with the time. That's it. That's how we draw the eye. And as I told you earlier, simply first we draw on the big shapes, then we added the details. Yeah. Now I think now we can move on like a profile view. Select a new layer. Now again, here I will again look for the shape of the the shape and the planes of the eye, which is like this. Like this. So yeah, same psychology. Let me do a little bit so I can see more clearly. And yeah, here is like our eyeball. Same stuff I'm doing here. And here will be our nose. And now I'm seeing like this sort of shape. Let me select a red color so I can show you more clearly. this sort of shape. See, so let's draw that. And here our like the eyeball, the smaller eyeball will be kind of like ovally, because it's like only when the face is looking straight it will be like this, but when the face changes the position, the way the smaller eyeball also changes its position like this. So it changes the position like this. See, okay, now the lower lid, thicken the layer, do some eye here, and on the upper lid, and on the shape of the eyebrow. So that's all. Let me do a whole black just to make it more like clear. Yeah, now we have also done the practice of profile view. See, it's very easy. Just draw the big shape first if you're just starting out, and then just add the details. As simple as that. There's no need to do a lot of tasks. Just you have two things to do, like drawing the big shapes, then adding the details. Now we have also done the practice of profile view. Now let's do the last practice. So again I have to start a new timer, and this time we completed a practice in half amount of time. That's okay. Let's start again a 5-minute of timer, and let's get started. So again I will first look for the shapes, and I'm now seeing on this let me select a new layer. I'm seeing this sort of shape. See, if I'm not able to get the shape, definitely I will trace the reference to get an idea. I will not go blindly, because sometimes you will be wrong, so it's better to trace the reference to get an idea. Now I can let's draw with the red color. So now by looking at the reference, I'm saying this sort of shapes of the eye, and in middle there is a nose, and there's a very smooth nose. I can draw like nose, and the angle of the eyebrow is very low here, because now face is looking down, so maybe due to that. And I'll draw the shape here, and I'm seeing kind of not a fully circle, but kind of like ovally one. It also depends reference to reference. So kind of like ovally one, and I think it will be a little bit up, because the eyebrows and the eyeballs are kindly attached. So I'm doing a little bit of adjustment here. So now we have drawn the big shapes and the planes. Now like the same the thing that I done earlier. Now I'll pick a new layer, and I'll now start adding the details. Now I will see, by looking at the reference, I'm seeing the shape of like this, very simple shape, only the two angles, and also the same stuff going here, angle here. And now I will draw the iris and the lower angle, again same goes. I'll just do a full color to the iris, and because of the eyebrows are a little bit so much down, the upper lid is really attached to another muscle, so it's not much that visible. Now let's draw the shape of the eyebrow. It's very very close to the eyeballs. And I think we have done our down looking view also. Very clearly. So again the same process we done. First we drawn the shape, then added our details. So that's it. That's how we can draw the eyes, or that's how I do a practice of our eyes. Maybe I hope you learned something new from this video. So until next time, watch my another video where I have said how to draw face in just 3 steps. So keep drawing. Bye.